Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into something really interesting, the return or evolution of a car that's been close to every Pakistani's heart, the Mehran. That's right, we're talking about the 2025 Mehran. Whether you loved it, hated it, or just grew up seeing it everywhere, you can't deny this car is a legend. Now in 2025, it's either making a comeback or showing us what it could have been if it had evolved with time. So let's get into everything you need to know. First off, let's talk about the design. The 2025 Mehran definitely carries the DNA of the original, boxy, compact, and instantly recognizable, but it has a modern twist. Think sharper headlights, a slightly more aggressive front grille, and a more refined bodyline. The build still leans on simplicity, but it's been updated enough to keep up with today's aesthetic trends. You won't mistake it for a luxury vehicle, but it no longer feels like something stuck in the 90s either. When you move to the interior, you'll notice the biggest jump. The dashboard now features a basic touchscreen infotainment system, nothing fancy, but good enough for Bluetooth, radio, and maybe even Android Auto in some trims. The seats are slightly more cushioned, and the plastic quality has improved a bit. It's still simple, still functional, but definitely a step up from what we remember. Air conditioning is now more powerful, and for the first time in a Mehran, you might get power windows and keyless entry in the higher variants. Crazy, right? Now let's talk about the engine. Suzuki has finally upgraded the engine capacity to a 1000cc unit. That's a big deal for a car that once ran on an 800cc carbureted engine. The 2025 version comes with a fuel-injected engine, which not only makes it more efficient but also more eco-friendly. You can expect better mileage, maybe around 18 to 20 kilometers per liter, depending on how you drive. It's still not going to win races, but for city driving and daily commutes, it's more than enough. Speaking of driving, how does it feel on the road? Surprisingly nimble. The lightweight body, combined with improved suspension, gives you decent control. The steering feels light, great for city traffic, but don't expect too much feedback if you're pushing it on the highway. The braking system has been improved too, with front disc brakes now standard. It's not a sports car, but it doesn't feel unsafe anymore, which was a major concern in the older models. Let's also touch on the fuel economy because let's be honest, that's one of the main reasons people go for cars like the Mehran. With the new 1000cc engine and FE system, fuel efficiency is impressive. You're looking at 18 to 20 kilometers per liter, maybe even a bit more on highways with light traffic. That makes it one of the most economical cars in the budget segment, which is perfect for students, small families, or even ride-sharing drivers. Okay, now let's talk pricing. This is where things get interesting. The 2025 Mehran is priced competitively, especially considering the market situation and inflation. It starts at a very affordable rate, keeping it within reach for a large portion of the population. Even the top variant won't burn a hole in your pocket. In fact, the value for money aspect is what keeps the Mehran so attractive. For a low initial investment, you get a car that's cheap to maintain, fuel efficient, and easy to repair, because let's face it, every mechanic in Pakistan knows how to fix a Mehran. Now let's quickly talk about safety. This was one of the biggest criticisms of the old Mehran, and rightly so. The new model comes with at least one airbag, ABS brakes, and seatbelt reminders. It's a start, though there's still a lot of room for improvement. If Suzuki wants to bring this car in line with international standards, they'll need to keep pushing in this area. But for its price range, the safety features are acceptable, especially when compared to other budget cars available locally. Now let's talk about who this car is for. It's not for someone looking for a luxurious, tech-loaded experience. This is for the practical buyer, the student, the office goer, the small business owner, or the family looking for a second car. It's for people who want something that gets the job done without complications. It's easy to maintain, spare parts are everywhere, and it's known for being one of the cheapest cars to run in Pakistan. There's also a nostalgia factor. Let's be real, almost everyone in Pakistan has a Mehran memory. Maybe it was the first car you learned to drive, or the one your family took road trips in. Maybe it was the car your dad bought after years of saving. This 2025 version keeps that legacy alive while giving it just enough updates to make sense today. And one thing we can't ignore is the resale value. Mehran has always had strong resale, and this new version is likely to follow the same path. That means when you're ready to upgrade or switch, you'll probably get a decent return on your investment. So, is the 2025 Mehran worth it? If you're looking for a simple, reliable, fuel-efficient car that won't break the bank, then yes. It's not going to impress your friends with fancy features, but it will take you where you need to go with minimal fuss. And in today's economy, that counts for a lot. Alright, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2025 Mehran. Would you buy it? Do you think Suzuki made the right call by bringing it back or updating it? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews, car news, and auto tips right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Drive safe.